What up everybody, it's your girl THYWONDERLAND and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for tuning into another video by me, your girl THYWONDERLAND. So in this week's video we're gonna be doing first half of a two-part video on how to maintain your creativity. You know, this topic is very dear to my heart. You know, being a creator or being a creative in general, it's something that I generally like talking about, or like, you know, researching, you know, trying to find ways to maintain my creativity, ways to increase my talent, you know, grow my talent, build on what I already have. So this week I'm gonna give you the first half of 14 things that I think should help us maintain our creativity as creators. Okay, so the first thing that I want to suggest to my creatives out there is trying something new. You know, break up your old routine, switch it up, you know, break away from the everyday same old, you know, eat something new, go somewhere new, go on a country run with your friends, I don't know, travel if you have that money. You know, do something different, step away from things that are of the norm and embrace newness. So the second thing I'd recommend is really more of something to keep you organized, and that's making lists, you know, writing more stuff down. This really just gets your mind centered. It helps you to accomplish the goals that you have set out by writing them down. You know what it is that you have to achieve, probably by when, depending on how your listings are. So writing stuff down, you know, making lists, it helps you stay on task, it helps you to achieve these tasks by a particular time, and it helps you to remember all the important little things that you gotta get done by when. So the third thing I recommend is really important for people that are like visual creators, you know, photographers, visual artists like illustrators and such, painters, and this is sitting and people watching, which is just being observant, observing people in their natural habitat. As a photographer myself, I like people watching because the type of photography that I tend to lean towards is lifestyle photography, and in doing lifestyle photography I like getting people in their natural element, you know, seeing them as they are. And the easiest way to get inspiration is by watching people in their natural element, wearing stuff that they wear all the time, doing stuff that they do all the time, just sitting down and seeing people as they are. People watching is really good for like inspiration because we're all so different, and so we have millions, billions of types of inspiration because no two people are the same. So people watching is really good for my visual creators out there. Okay, so the fourth thing that I'd suggest is going to an exhibition or a museum, art exhibition or a museum. Really and truly, this is very important for any kind of creator because it's just, art is life, guys, and being able to witness other people create art is such a blessing, and it's so important to involve yourself in other people's work, in other people's growth, support people on their journey and stuff like that. People like Alexander Wang have viewings of their artwork all the time. You know, people like Abigail Titus, you know, she had a viewing the other day at Bocaphilia, stuff like that. Even big or small, you know, those little things keep you connected as creators, and you know, they stimulate your mind. Going to exhibitions, going to museums, Bob Marley Museum, although it's not art, it's really more of a tribute to Bob, I guess I would say, but the way that they portray certain things would be classified as artistic. And so museums like Bob Marley Museum, the National Art Gallery, Olympia across the road from UTech, you know, there's imprint that's held every year, stuff like that. As a creator, it's important to show up to things like that and not be lazy like your girl over here. You know, I'm still trying to make my way to go to these things regularly, but that's really important for creators, guys, to be a part of art, new art that's being made and old art that has been there for a while. It's important to be a part of stuff like that. So go to an exhibition, go to a viewing, go to a museum. You won't regret it, I guarantee you. Alright guys, the fifth thing that I'd suggest is, being different, and in being different, embracing being different. Now, as a creator, it is likely that you're gonna hear that what you're producing isn't good enough, or that is too weird, it's not functional, or whatever. What I'd say to that is being different is important. It's an important factor to have as a creator. As a performing artist, visual artist, being different is essential, because you need to then have this one thing that sets you apart from your colleagues, that sets you apart in the way where people are going to be like, oh, I hear this voice on the radio, that sounds like such and such has such a distinctive voice, such and such has such a unique way of creating visual art, such and such has such a distinct type of photography, style of photography. That kind of thing is important. Being able to have someone sit down and be able to spot your work out in a group of other people's work is so important. Being different is imperative. It's a necessity. Being different is completely necessary. Don't let anybody tell you that you're weird, your work is weird, your work don't cut it cause people like the same or same. That's a lie, that's foolishness. Being different is legit the only way to go. This next step is probably the most important thing in being a creator, in being a creative individual, and that is trusting your talents. Guys, there's no way for you to succeed as a creative individual, as a creator, if you do not trust your own work. Let me tell you from now, straight up, point blank period, if you cannot take criticism, constructive or not, the creative industry is not one that is for you, because you have some people out there that are going to be brutally honest with you and be like, yo, your work isn't good, your work isn't ready. And given that it isn't ready, you need to go back to the drawing board and make your work ready. Because if you know that you're talented and you just need some work, then all you have to do is put in that work. A lot of people don't perfect their talents, or a lot of people don't perfect their talents until 5 years, 6 years time. And then even at that point, you're going to hear them saying, I'm still growing, there's still stuff that I'm learning. But I'm sure that along those 6 years, throughout those 6 years, they were trusting their talents and trusting their capabilities. Because if you know you possess this skill, all you got to do is work at this skill, and your success will come to fruition, because you trusted your talents and you know that you're capable. So trust your talents, guys. Most important factor in being a creative individual. Okay, so the last thing for this video, guys, that I'm going to suggest is socializing and networking with creative people. And I say this to say, being a creative, the best people to hang out with are other creatives. Now, some creatives are stuck up and hard to be around, so you really just have to find your group, find your crowd. It's hard to find genuine people that are just out to steal ideas or whatever, but when you do find that group of people, best believe you are stimulated to make great work, to be great continuously, again and again and again and again. So I can speak from personal experience. My group of friends, my group of creative friends, that is, they motivate me on a regular to do better, be better, to stay consistent with my work. And I know that if I do need advice or tips on how to improve my work or how to grow as a creator, that I can call on them, and they can do the same with me. The importance of networking with these type of people is that you always have this person that you can call on and be like, yo, I have an image that I just did, a photo shoot that I just did, and I want to look at these images and tell me, what can I do to make these better, how best could I edit these pictures and such stuff like that. It's just a thing to keep you on your toes, and you make some really good friends out of it. So that's it this week, guys, for this video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for clicking the link in my bio when I said to do so. You know, next week I'm going to be bringing the second half of this video with another 7 tips that I think can help us as creatives maintain our creativity. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications, guys. If you're an oldie but goodie, thank you so much for coming back. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Pinterest, and see you guys next week. Peace out.